Hello there and welcome back to the BOSStimator. Ryan Frick, your personal trainer here. I'm going to go ahead and get right into the estimates. I'm going to click on the estimating button and click on an active estimate that we have going right now, which is the Boss bathroom. And I'm going to click on that, and that opens up all the clients, projects, estimates, and the estimate detail forms. One of the things that have changed since the last tutorials, we've added in the BOSStimator and the BOSStimator+, and it will take a little longer for if you have those modules for it to open up the estimate form. And the reasoning it is because it's actually relinking with the internet to your own personal website, so you can bid the projects online actively, and people can bid, and then it will automatically relink back up to your estimate and update your quantities or your unit rates automatically without you doing anything after you analyze it. But that's a different tutorial, so watch out for that in the future. But for right now, we went over on previous tutorials of what tasks were, categories were, so on and so forth, and how to add things and subtract things. And but what I'm going to do right now is basically you can go in here and put in anything you want to, and it'll automatically pre-populate. But I'm going to go ahead and create a new estimate right now for the purposes of this demonstration. I'm going to go ahead and close this screen. I'm going to go back to it goes right back to the previous page, form, which is projects. And I'm going to go in estimates, and I'm going to go ahead and create a new estimate here. I'm going to leave this date since it's we're creating this new estimate on that date, and I'm going to assign it just to John Doe. Okay, so now we got it done. I'm going to go ahead and once you assign it to somebody or make any changes to it, it'll automatically identify to you that, hey, this is a new estimate now. That's what the purple button tells you, is that now we want to go to that estimate. And it'll pull up that estimate. Now, one of the things we talked about last time was areas and jobs and what the purpose of that was. These are for sorting purposes. So I'm going to go ahead and start this estimate out and determine that this project is going to be located under the area of, I'm going to call it master bedroom. And the first thing is going to be demo and demolition scope of work. So we can sort these things out in the future, and that's what the purpose of this is, to quickly show you how this thing all works. If you come over to the right, you'll notice that it's already pre-populated for the area's master bedroom and the job's demo. So when you add different tasks to this estimate right now, make sure that you're putting it under for master bedroom and demolition. I'm not going to worry about the actual task. I'm doing this right now just to show you how all this sorting ability works. I'm going to go ahead and put a task in here, and I'm going to put demo. That's fine. And I know we're not removing siding, so don't call me up and say you don't remove siding when you're working in a master bedroom. I understand that, where this demonstration is to show you the sorting capabilities of it, but I'm going to call it 100 square feet as at this point. And then also I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say we're going to be I'm going to start typing in some things, screens 5, and I'm just going to go ahead and put in a whole bunch of different items. And like I said, for this purpose, I'm not too concerned about it. But the reasoning, like I said, I'm going to show you is just for the sorting capabilities, and I'm just going to put some fictitious numbers in for these tasks. So you can see we have a running balance of 68,000. Actually, that 1 horsepower exhaust fan, I don't think we need 23 of those. I'm not going to put that one in there because that kind of will make that superficial. So $5,000 in demolition. So you can see that that's all been assigned to the area of master bedroom and the job of demolition. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say, okay, now I'm going to do a default area change, and I want to make this in the bathroom. And now I'm going to come in here and do demolition for the bathroom. So choose some scope elements, which are called tasks again. That has to do with demolition of the bath. And again, I'm just quickly choosing some just for the purposes of demonstration. And you can tell that it's very simple to change the quantities if you make a mistake, so don't feel as though you can't go back and change it. Anything in yellow indicates, hey, there's something missing in that, so you want to make sure we fill that out. So I've just got done doing some, again, don't worry about the actual task itself, but now that you can see over here that we've changed this now, these are all assigned to the bathroom and demolition scope. Now I'm going to go in from the bathroom. I'm going to go ahead and put flooring. So now we're doing flooring in the bathrooms. I'm going to go ahead and see if we got carpet, Berber. Fine, we got 25 yards of carpet. Tile. We got 125 square foot of tile. And, you know, whatever. This is fictitious again, so don't worry about it. But now that I've got the flooring done in the bathroom, I'm going to go back up here and do the flooring in the master. And as you notice, as I start typing it in, first it automatically pre-fills in with what we've used in the past. So I got the master bedroom available right now without me typing any more in, because it says, hey, you've used that. Do you want that to be the area from here on out again? So you press tab or yes, and automatically that's what it'll be. And in here we got carpet again. Now I'm going to say that there is 52 yards of carpeting in there. I'm going to say there's some base that we're going to throw in as part of the flooring portion that he's taking care of, 125 foot of that, so on and so forth. So we're done with the flooring, and now we're going to go ahead into, I'm going to change the job, and I'm going to make the job, let's call it, again, if I would go down here, I can pull down the drop down menus, and those are the two I've used, or I can make it brand new. So I got demo and flooring that I've had so far for the different types of jobs, but I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm going to do finish. So we got finish in the master bedroom, and I'm going to go ahead and put sheetrock or drywall, and I'm going to say that there is 3,250 square, we'll make it 500 square foot on the ceiling, so on and so forth. And then we got some painting on the ceiling as well, so that's also 500 square feet. Obviously the I put 5,000 there, no biggie, just go back, double highlight over it, and just select it to be 500. You can add as many finishes as you want to it. You can put trim, different scopes, but again, purposes to show you the flexibility of the program and how this all ties together. And the print function does the same thing as the sort, so you'll be able to understand this real quick. After I'm going to put one more thing in here, handrail, whatever, for the finish, and I'm going to say that there's 110 foot of that. Okay, fine, we've got all that done, and we have this calculated. It's 11,000. That was in the bedroom. I'm going to go back up into the bath now. Select the bathroom. Now I'm doing the bathroom finishes. So I got sheetrock in there too as well. Drywall scope of work. I got 250. I got paint. And if you use assemblies, that's a lot faster method of putting tasks into your project. That's a combination of a whole bunch of multiple different items, but we'll get into that in the future tutorials. When you're putting these things in, there's a lot behind this, so but we'll talk about that as well. And we'll put base in there as well. We only got 50 foot of base. So let's say that was our scope of work. We understand that it's not, but let's say that it is. So in this scope of work, we got $11,000 worth of cost identified in this estimate as of right now. So let's say we wanted to see only the cost for the flooring throughout the whole project and find out what that is. That's the beauty of the BOSStimator, is you can quickly come over and you can sort anything in here by any method you want to. I'm going to come over to the job, and since flooring is a job, I'm going to pull it down as a drop down menu. I'm going to deselect everything because that's everything showing now. All I want to see is the flooring scope of work. It'll sort it, come down, add it back up, and we got $811 for flooring on this project, and it equates to those items that we have identified. If we would have put more items in there, it would have been more. So, but you could tell we have $381 in labor, $121 in materials, $301 in subs, equipment, so on and so forth. And we got 11 hours worth of work for bathroom flooring, because that's how we have it filtered as of right now. To remove it, it's as simple as two different ways. I can come up here and deselect it and select all again, or I can clear the filter from the job, or I can come down here and press the filtered button. So either way you want to do it, it does the same thing. If I press the filtered, it unfilters it, but it remembers what the last one was. So if you want to reapply it, you just click on that again, and it reapplies the same filter as you had before. That last line that you see there is a new task that you're getting ready to add, which is bathroom finish. So don't think that that's part of the flooring. There's no scope of work involved in that. Again, if I wanted to come up here and clear the filter, now if you cleared it, I can't reapply it because it doesn't remember what the previous one was. So that's the little bit of a drawback if you want to go back and forth real quick. That's what you want to do if you wanted to do it. If you want to do finishes, again, on the finishes, it goes bathroom and master and bedroom. So the master bedroom and the bathroom. So we got 4,000 in finishes. I'm going to come up here and I want to say I want to see the demo and finish. So I'm selecting 2 items, and that's just pulling down the drop down menu and selecting all the items that you want to see, and it'll only pull up those. So you can see that I got $10,000 worth of scope. That it's very sophisticated of what you want to do here. It's very filter friendly. If you want to do, you can even get more in depth. You can come in here and I'm gonna deselect all, so there's nothing applied as of right now, and I want to see the finishes. These are all the finishes. Once you have one filter applied, you can go right over and you can filter it by another thing. So now I want to see only in the bathroom. So now I'm only going to see bathroom finish. I got $578 for bathroom finish. Or if you had multiple, if you have 15 different areas, you can choose. You can pull that down, the drop-down menu, and choose the one areas that you want to in any combination that you want. It's limitless as how much filters you can do it there. Then you can come over here and I want to say I want to see only the things that have molding on it. So now it's filtered by molding, bathroom, finish. I want to unfilter it and it pulls them all back up. Refilter, pulls them back down to the last one. So you got different kind of combinations that you can choose from. Another way of filtering it, and we went through that real quickly, is categories. Categories is how it's divided in like to the CSI divisions. I call them categories. It's not CSI because I have to pay a premium and have to charge that to you if I were to call them a division and use their division numbering references. So if I wanted to see all of the framing, I can just deselect everything, select framing, and it would only pull down the framing elements, and it would be for all the bathroom and the master and so on and so forth. So I filtered by framing, so now I got all my framing scopes of work and so on and so forth. So you can see that you have the capabilities of filtering this thing as much as you want to. I want to see finish and interior trim. I want to see it only for things, and I can come in here and I can do a custom filter, which is really smoking. You click on, instead of clicking one of these, you go on the text filter and you say I want it to contain anywhere in this, as long as it has it. I want it to contain anything that has the word ALLA. It will sort through this whole thing and only allow ALLA in that field. Boom. So it's filtered by finish and has ALLA in the tasks. That quick, that fast, and it calculates it up. It's very powerful how the system is set up for filtering and sorting, and the printing options that you can print this stuff out is set up in the same facet as this. Totally customizable, so you will be able to print out exactly what you want. The BOSStimator is such a powerful estimating platform. Very few, if any, estimating platforms can match its capabilities, and then when you combine that with everything else that the BOSStimator has, especially the BOSStimator, which at this point all these materials, all the cost is $11,628. You're not seeing what is entailed behind this. To build a 2x10 header, that includes labor of a carpenter, 2x12 by 10 footer studs, OSB sheathing, a whole bunch of materials and labor, and if it had subs, so on and so forth. Those things are called items. If you go up to the item tab, you can see here real quick that these are all the items that are in the estimate at this point. So again, you can see that some things don't have values to it. You would definitely want to be able to come in here and change that and we will, and we'll discuss that. I think we actually have in the previous tutorial. But all these things, what is that? That is a complete material list for you to buy this project out, or to bid it at least. And it's simple to bid. You go up to bids. I'm going to do a quick one here, and I want a bid for framing package. I won't get into the details of how the framing package is established, but we'll just go ahead and get in here, and I'm going to go through here. It goes through your estimate, looks for everything that belongs in your framing bid package, pulls it out with the quantities, and puts it into a list that you can buy from. So these are all the materials that you need to have for your framing bid package. That quick, that fast. And to make it even more powerful, if you have all your vendors in here, after you have your scope, you can add to it, pulling down a menu and say, I want to also, these are only the things that are in your estimate. I want to add the kills paint to it, and these are the bid quantities. Even though the estimated quantity is different, obviously it rounds it up. I want to say I'm done with the scope, but this is what makes it different. If you have 50 different vendors, if you press find vendors and update items, which I'm going to do, it will go through every one of the vendors that you've used in the past, find out which one of those vendors supplies these items, and put that on your bid list, and then updates those items to what that previous vendor has used in the past with their with their SKU numbers. That is awesome. I got two. I don't have very many vendors in here right now, but it says Home Depot supplies 6 of these items. If you want to see what that entails, you pull that down, and this is what they have supplied in the past. They've supplied it, but they actually haven't given you SKU numbers in the past as well. But they've given SKU numbers for 3 of them. So we have those, but we can update it and do default pricing, which is basically it goes through the database and says, okay, what do we use in the past for defaults, and updates that bid to default pricing in case somebody doesn't have everything. I want to update the current bid, and it's actually publishing it at the same time. So right now, if you would go online, it would actually say, hey, this bid has been received and it's being updated, and everything is working the way it should be working. The BOSStimator is an awesome platform. Don't be afraid to go around, kick some tires, take a look at things. We'll get into the bids more often in the future, but for right now, take a look at it. If you have questions, call the boss.